Hey guys, Squiggles here, and I found a few games that I thought would be kind of cool to cast. This one is going to be between Blizz Event A, or otherwise known as oGsMC. That's right, the baller toss himself. And over here we have mouzMorroW. Now, Morrow just put on a very strong showing over in Korea, and I was very, very, very impressed with Morrow's play. So I'm going to be anxious to see what he is going to bring. And of course, oGsMC is the best Protoss player in the world. So it is always an absolute pleasure to get to see him play as well. And I just cannot wait to see what these two players bring to the matchup. And look at this, Morrow being so good-mannered with a good game, good luck, and MC coming right back with the good game and good luck as well as a BL, which I don't know what that means. I don't know. I don't know. Oh, he's saying he's in bottom left. Okay, fair enough. Bottom left, and then he's going to scout and be like, yep, as a matter of fact, he is. Ha 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 ha. Okay, we can already see that Morrow is getting a little bit ahead, and so never mind. Never mind, because Zerg has to build buildings with their workers, so he's going to be going back, but it looks like he's going to be going for a extractor before pool. So that means that he is going to be getting 14 extractor, 14 pool. It's going to mean that he's going to have 100 or gas rather, I almost said minerals. He'll have more than 100 minerals. He'll have 100 gas right when the spawning pool finishes, so we can start zergling speed instantly. And a lot of Zergs are doing this in response to playing against a Protoss player. You can see this probe right here, and it keeps moving back and forth. If he was trying to go for a fast expand, there would be a pylon right there right now. So, good way to just kind of avoid that entirely. And it looks like there is a forge coming out for MC, so he is going to be going for a forge fast expand, I do believe. And this guy getting in some extra mileage there, just wants to go ahead and get a couple extra minerals. You can see it looks like 15 minerals have been mined from that. And there goes the Nexus before Gateway and before Cannons. So he he knew that Morrow was going for the gas into Speedling build. But you know what? He goes, you know what? It's so far away, and I know how long it takes for Zerglings to get speed. So he's going to go ahead and get the cannon before the Gateway. But he is going to have a pretty nice little choke here. Just this little area right here, he's going to be vulnerable. But the big cool thing is that he is going to have his Nexus done way before Morrow has his expansion up. You can see Morrow is going to be over here to take his expansion right now. There are Zerglings who are going to chase away this probe, and the probe does go down, and there is the hatchery. So now Morrow is going to be moving out with these lings just to kind of see what's going on the map, since he's been kind of pushed back up to this point. Now it looks like Photon Cannon is done, Gateway is getting close to being done, as well as the Nexus is getting close to being done. And I'm assuming a Cybernetics Core is going to go down right here, and he could just make a totally tight wall off, or he could leave a little bit of an area. And it looks like, no, that's a tight wall. Okay, so he is going to be totally safe. I actually kind of think he should throw out an extra pylon somewhere around here, just in case. But he's going to be totally super-duper safe right now. And it looks like Morrow is going to be doing the good old getting some drones. I really do like this by Zergs when they go ahead and get the speed really quick. I mean, he really didn't even get Zerglings for the longest time, but he went ahead and got speed because you just need it to kill probes and to hold off any kind of harass. So, good move there. Very different from the Spinishua style that I have been casting, since I've cast like 4 or 5 games of Spinishua recently. We see Spinishua do quite a bit different. He doesn't get gas for forever. But Morrow is going to go ahead and get gas and then go ahead and back right back off. And now he's putting guys back in gas. So, but the timings are just a little bit different. But it just allows a little bit more map control and stuff like that. It looks like another cannon is going down for MC. So he wants to make absolutely sure he's safe. Also, chrono boosting out, it looks like a sentry already has a stalker. And that stalker is going to be trying to kill the Overlord maybe. No, I don't think he's going to be able to get him. Meanwhile, it looks like MC has two gas geysers. Okay, pretty cool. And it's going to be interesting to see what his build is going to go. I mean, so far he's chrono boosting out warp gates, and that's it. So, gonna have to see what happens. Looks like a pylon going down here. That could be for spotting. For the Overlord, he could also be trying to hide tech, but he knows there's an Overlord over there, so I kind of doubt that. Meanwhile, it looks like, let's see what Morrow is doing over here. It looks like he has a few queens out. I see 1, 2. Does he have a third queen? Yes, he has a third queen. So 2 queens plus 1 for spreading creep. Absolutely fantastic. Getting his 3rd and 4th gas now. So getting those gases quite quickly. You can see Morrow was already 10 supply ahead. of MC, and that gap closes just a little bit right there. But doing a good job of macroing. Now, Protoss units are considered to be a little bit hardier than Zerg units, so the supply difference could be attributed to the. I mean, you could be like, well, yeah, he has more supply, but my guys hit harder, so there. Oh, and we know it's MC because he is getting a lot of sentries. Already has 3 sentries out, and they are going to be stockpiling energy because MC loves his force fields. Absolutely loves them. He hearts force fields. mouzMorroW going to be getting a couple of spine crawlers down because spine crawlers are amazing, and there's no reason not to. I mean, it'll just help him to not have as many units early. I mean, really, he has what? He has a Zergling at each Zelnaga watchtower. Pretty good. He has a Zergling patrolling, and this is a theme that I've been seeing a lot of people do recently, where they have a unit patrolling, whether it be a Marine or a Zergling or whatever, or a probe, but he's patrolling back and forth so he can tell when MC takes his fourth, and he is just going to be, just going to be chilling outside with the last Zergling. So good use of these Zerglings. He pretty much has complete map awareness and map control at this point. There is this little possibility of going down this way, but this is the new version of shakuras Plateau, so there is no actual destructible rocks here, and that means you can't bust in. You can do drops and stuff like that, but you can't. They moved the destructible rocks from here to here, so it makes it a little bit weird, changes things around a little bit, but totally fine. Now you can see mouzMorroW is taking his third, and he already has creep almost already spread over there. So mouzMorroW, like Spinishua, is doing a very, very good job of spreading creep. And I've been noticing more and more that the top pro players have really been putting an emphasis on creep because it gives you line of sight of all of that as well as increased movement, and it's just awesome. Especially if you're going to get the extra queen anyway, you might as well use it for creep, and that is exactly what is going on here. So good job spreading creep, mouzMorroW. You can see here there are 6 sentries out now for MC, and he is going to be, oh, that's so scary. So scary. I'm shivering a little bit to think about that. And yep, so it looks like there's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yep, 6 warp gates, and he's going to be chrono boosting out extended thermal lances, so going to be getting some Colossus as well as a lot of gateway units. And it looks like, looks like mouzMorroW is going to go ahead and drive in and see everything. So mouzMorroW knows exactly what MC is up to. He goes, I see what you're doing, you sneaky little snake. I got this. And he's going to respond with burrowed roaches and burrowed roach speed and roach speed. And it looks like he has +1 done. And he's going to be starting +2 missile attacks as well as +2 or +1 flyer. So maybe getting, I don't even think he's going to get, let's see, I'm assuming he's getting corruptors. That's what I'm assuming. That's why he has this, is for corruptors. So we're going to have to see. Meanwhile, it looks like here comes the push, and these roaches able to kind of get away because of their burrow movement. Good job by MC to throw down the force fields, and he does have an observer too. So in those few precious seconds where the roaches burrow and run away from the force fields, it looks like MC will still be able to get some shots off. Not free shots, but he'll be able to get some shots off regardless. MC going to be taking a third, and he's taking this third rather than this third, which you see a lot of people take. But that's because he's going to be pushing the aggression, and all of his units are going to be funneling this way anyway, so it's a good way to defend that base. You can see here he has, it looks like 2 Colossus out now, and here come the roaches, and they're going to get in really close and try to do as much damage as they can, not even trying to run away. Now they are. And they're going to skirt the edges of that force field and go ahead and get away. But the force field doesn't even hold MC back because he has Colossus. They can just walk over the top. Whoops, a little bit of a missed rally there. And a Corruptor goes down for absolutely nothing. And MC's like, okay, that was pretty good. I'm just going to go ahead and swing around this way now. Meanwhile, we see mouzMorroW going ahead and taking a fourth while all that's happening and continuing to macro, getting a lot of roaches. No carapace yet, but just a lot of roaches. So, and MC, it looks like he is going to be he's going to be transitioning into Immortals now. He does have 3 Colossus out, and extended thermal lance is done. So that is awesome. Gives them a range of 9, which is a bit ridiculous, if you ask me. Not hating. I'm not hating for all your Protoss players out there. I do like to dabble with Protoss. I've been playing random lately, actually, because I just want to get a feel for all the races again. And I actually love playing all 3 races. So I think I'm best at Terran, but I really love Protoss and Zerg as well. They're pretty cool. Okay, just wanted to get that off my chest, let you know that I'm not actually racist against any of the races. I think they're all awesome. So it looks like MC may be killing these rocks right here and doing a little bit of, he may be expanding here. And with his Colossus, he can go ahead and walk up here and put some pressure on these drones if he so chooses. Meanwhile, it looks like quite a few Corruptors. So it's going to be Corruptor Roach. That is the words of the day for mouzMorroW, and that is what he is going to be doing. Roaches and Corruptors. +2 missile attacks done for the Roaches and +1 air attacks done for the Corruptors. So going to be doing a lot of damage. Not really worried about survivability so much. I mean, Roaches do that themselves by having 145 hit points. And it looks like a lot of Stalkers coming out, as well as Blink. +2 Protoss ground weapons has been started as well. Oh, that Roach sacrificed himself for the Swarm. And it looks like, oh, look at this. Looks like mouzMorroW is just going to go ahead and run right past. Ooh, he's going to get the upgrade. He does. Cancels the +2 upgrade. That's actually quite a big deal. And good force field. Oh, my gosh, MC, you're so good with your force fields. But you can see a lot of damage being done, and it looks like, oh, who's going to be ahead? mouzMorroW, who is way ahead in supply. You can see his supply is plummeting. And it looks like MC's is pretty much staying the same. So MC going to go ahead and clean that up. Did lose all of his Colossus, though, and that is an important thing to note. But now you can see mouzMorroW, who is at 157 supply now versus the 144 of MC. And now MC is on the move. He smells blood, and he is out, and I am expecting there to be a battle somewhere around this area. That's why I just instantly went here. But we will follow the Protoss forces as they move up through the map. And here are a lot of Roaches, and he may actually want to wait for more Roaches, but nope, he's just going to go ahead and push in, and he's going to be targeting down. This last Immortal does in fact go down. Oh no, there's a couple more sentries, and they're trying to join the action, but it looks like, oh, good job blinking away. Oh, sentry doesn't have blink, so he just goes ahead and dies. That's unfortunate, but it looks like the supplies have evened out quite a bit. It is now 148 versus 137, so mouzMorroW doing a good job, and oh, somebody's pinging. That's actually awesome because I'm the only one doing this. But yes, there is an attack going on right here, and good job by MC going ahead and splitting up his forces. You can see here he has a warp prism, and those things are so annoying if you're, the other team. If you're a Protoss, then they're freaking sweet. So good job using warp prisms. Apparently MC has learned something from playing against White Raw. Oh, if you haven't seen that game, go ahead and check it out. It was amazing. It was a PvP, but it was just amazing. Speaking of amazing, when you can burrow roaches and they have this increased rapid regeneration thingy, it's like every single roach has their own medevac, which is a little bit crazy. Just wanted to point that out. Okay, it looks like a lot of overlords are moving out, and I think he may be faking like a baneling drop or something, although he does not in fact have banelings. And it looks like Protoss, they have a lot of Immortals and a couple more, looks like a couple more Colossus coming, but here comes the battle. Good force fields, and look at this, now he has offensive burrow rather, as he moves in, and he's going to try to do as much damage as he possibly can. mouzMorroW getting way ahead in supply again, but now it looks like he is going to be equalizing somewhat, but really just trying to keep the Protoss numbers down. And it looks like MC does have 2 Colossus out that are doing quite a bit of damage, and mouzMorroW is going to go ahead and back off. He is on 4 bases at this point, and oh, look at this, more Zealots coming up like clockwork, and it looks like he may actually snipe this expansion, and he does. Doesn't kill any of the workers, but he does kill the expansion, which is really, really awesome and annoying. So it looks like it's now going to be 3 base against 3 base, but wait, what is this? Wow, MC, you're so good. You're so good. You deny a Zerg expansion and take one of your own. So now it's going to be, right now it's 3 base on 3 base. As soon as this finishes and it gets saturated, it's going to be 4 bases on 3 bases, but not the way you would expect. And here come the Roaches, and they're going to be coming in trying to do as much damage as they possibly can. And it looks like MC is not worried at all. He's going to be, oh no, and there's the GG. MC was just a little too good. And wow, I'm impressed by both players. I thought it was quite good, but the whole bunch of different units from MC was just a little bit too much for the mass Roaches of mouzMorroW. But great game by both players. Congratulations, MC.